Hey, welcome in. Well, apparently the UK's got a Gimp problem. That's right, Gimps. So here's the headline. Forest Gimp, that says Forest Gimp, in black latex, spotted staring at traffic, then running through the woods. So that's a Forest Gimp. So I guess that's like a subset of just the general Gimp. Now let's take a look at this fine fellow here, and that is creepy as hell. Do not want to see this. You know, I see something like this and I can't help but think, look, I'm not a religious man myself, but maybe they should like put prayer back in school or something, you know? Maybe that'd help. Maybe the Gimps need something else to believe in other than being Gimps. Because I just can't believe that this is going to end well for anybody, least of all the Gimp. Let's see, shocked motorist Craig Upton called 999, so I guess that's like 911, after coming across the bizarre sight at 7 a.m. when he was traveling to work. So 7 a.m., hey, that's dedication. This is apparently a hard-working Gimp. He gets up first thing in the morning to Gimp in the forest, I guess. So it says the man wearing nothing but a black latex mask was spotted staring at traffic, then running through the woodland. So, you know what? I'm all for different strokes for different folks. I really am. And I'm not a prude. And I like weirdos. And I like the outsiders. And, I'm all about do your own thing as long as you're not hurting anybody else. But I tell you, running around naked except for a Gimp mask, staring at traffic, that's not helping anybody. But you know what? I think I wouldn't be surprised next week or tomorrow, like the Gimps aren't like a protected identity. Or they're like a new gender or something. Like if you sign up for a new account on Facebook and the drop-down menu includes, a Gimp as well as the 87 other genders on there. I'm surprised that some SJW hasn't got the Gimps reading to kindergartners or something at this point. But anyway, so it says here that police are now hunting for the masked man. As they should. You're going to take the family hiking or something like that. Do I have to take Gimp spray with you now, just in case? Let's see. He just stood staring at the traffic like a horror movie. And then when we drove past after turning around, he was running off. But that's not the only Gimp. There's more. Maybe it's like a TikTok challenge. Is that something that's happening? On another occasion, a black-clad Gimp was seen walking the aisles of Tesco in Colchester, Essex, in April 2020. And the Mirror reported how a pervert wearing a Gimp suit is still on the loose elsewhere. I don't know, are you allowed to say a pervert wearing a Gimp suit now, or is that hate? I think that's considered not tolerant now, perhaps. The man had been terrorizing villagers in Claverham, Somerset for over a year, jumping from dark spots while making sexual gestures and grunting, according to residents. Yeah, I think the grunting was just a step too far for this Gimp. On almost every occasion, he's escaped before anyone could stop him and ask why he's terrorizing the village. Well, he might just be a weird pervert. Could be. In fact, I'm not really sure that you have to ask, do you? In another incident in 2019, a grunting man wearing a Gimp suit terrified villagers by jumping out in front of them. Terrified villagers still say they can't get the sinister figure out of their heads. If that jumps out at you at night, just suddenly that jumps out at you, yeah, that's going to freak the hell out of you. And I'm going to say right now, and I don't mean to be intolerant here, this Gimp needs to be stopped. This Gimp needs to be caught and put in, I guess, a dungeon. I guess that's where you put them, I think. Anyway, so the victim feared she was going to be attacked. As she said, he kept coming towards me and was touching his groin, grunting and breathing heavy. Do you know what? I think I want my community to have a zero Gimp tolerance policy. I don't want to other anybody, right? But maybe it's one thing that everybody in their society can all get together and agree on just one thing. But this makes me think of something. Social justice, I think, has been terrible for weirdos. Terrible. These Gimps might have just been normal weirdos before, right? But you have to up the ante now to be a weirdo. You can't just have a crazy haircut anymore. Or be, like a communist or have 50 face piercings or something like that. That's not going to do it anymore. That's your neighbor now, right? If you want to get noticed as a weirdo these days, you got to be a gimp. I think that's what's happening now. You've got to go really extreme. Otherwise, you're just not going to get noticed. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Please subscribe, like, and share. That really helps me out. If you just like to listen, there's the podcast Radio Baloney. It's on pretty much every platform. If you look for it, you will find it. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.